passes the basketball. He can
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. For the Knicks, they continue their stretch of home games. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta. They lost the season series last year, winning 1 and losing 2.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Added incentive in a game like this. I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge.
Now, here's Teague. Millsap a screen. Teague dishes to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up. High post. No good off the front iron. The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against Cleveland.
Deadly from behind the three-point line in that game, and it really gave them the ability, I felt, to stretch that defense out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it opened things up for them in a big way. The defense was never able to string together any stops or get comfortable.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Teague and Korver are the guards. Millsap, the power forward, with Horford at the center. And it's Gallinari in at the 3 spot. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's the Hawks with the ball. 4-point game. Outside Korver. He dishes it to Horford. Rebounded by Anthony.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Porzingis passes to Afflalo. Freak with it. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Just 5 on the clock. Millsap with the double team. Passes it to Afflalo. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Teague with the ball. Now guarded by Afflalo. Gallinari against Anthony. And Gallinari kicks to Millsap. It's rebounded by New York. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And here is Teague following the three-pointer by Freak. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Outside Korver. Atlanta again missing.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Afflalo, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And that one's good. Millsap.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion.
No problems knocking that one down. Afflalo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Hawks trail by 8. And here's Korver. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Morales. Some nice passing by New York here. From past the arc. Pass to Porzingis for 3. And that one's good.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Now, here's Teague. Talking about that win against the Cavaliers, he was definitely a major factor as well. To the middle. Here's Horford. shot is off, and New York will come the other way. Freak dishes to Anthony. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Anthony's got his second basket of the game.
And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Answers.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. That's how much confidence Coach has in his ability to get their offense operating at its peak level. And given his track record, that confidence is well-deserved. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Here's Morales, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Pick by Horford. Now Teague. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And that one's good.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Down low. Got a piece of it. Millsap with the steal. Korver kicks to Teague. At the top of the key, Millsap. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Poke loose. And now here comes Teague leading the break. Good. Korver's got his first 2 points of the night.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor. I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now, here is Gallinari. A 26-point game for him in the win against Cleveland.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
They get it again. Second shot opportunity, and fouled hard that time. They'll get to the line and shoot two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
He misses the free throw. A different look for New York. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Horford. Jerebko comes in for Paul Millsap. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for T. And the second free throw, good. The Knicks leading by 8. Now here's Freak. He's got 7. The dish now to Galloway. And again, New York with the triple.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's your rep go. After New York gets the 3. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gallinari wide open. Atlanta again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Freak.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Outside Williams. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. That is good. Freak's got 9 points.
Perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got a nice bounce in his step to start.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Dancers. Go on and give it up.
And we'll take a look here at a very skilled bunch of point guards at the stripe. Look at the numbers they've put up over the last 10 games. Freak, number 1.
Up there as he is on the floor at any given moment.
Yeah, you know, he runs their offense with tremendous poise, and he brings that same composure with him to the line every time he steps up there.
Miles Plumlee's checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks trail by 13. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And how about the agility coming from the big man? I mean, that's not something we often see from him.
You know, it's never going to be, Greg, a 360 dunk when he goes up with it, but it will be 2 points. We do know that.
You know, you can sacrifice a little athleticism when you've got the size he does.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Now, here is Cephalosha. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And here we go. Freak.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Dedmon. And that one is stuffed right through.
And just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And, Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
But right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Galloway, the pass to Williams. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Schroeder. Outside Williams. New York moving it around. Freak kicks to Williams. And again, it's New York.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
The Hawks trail by 15. Schroeder with the ball. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Dishes to Plumlee. Cephalosha passes to Schroeder. Here's Jerebko. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Miles Plumlee.
The Knicks leading by 13. That's to Porzingis. The feed to Freak. And again, New York with the triple.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Greg, that's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Throws down off the coast-to-coast drive.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. New York ahead as they end the first quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And a chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team.
You know, our attitude approaching the game has been, you know, we can beat any team in this league, you know, if we work together.
Greg, it's got to be more than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, don't you have to have guys step up and produce in some cases or even overproduce?
You do, but really it is about attitude and confidence. I mean, those are the two elements that if you bring to the table, you really will have a chance to beat anyone. And so don't discount that attitude when you're on a roll. They call it getting your swag on today. Back in the day, it was called having your mojo working.
Right.
So same thing, and you can ride that for quite a ways.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
Morales in a two-guard. Smith is out there with Anthony. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings played some outstanding basketball. He had 55 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And the pass to Teague. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. He feeds it to Schroeder. Shoots the 3. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Schroeder's got 5 now.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Cannon dishes to Lopez. Inside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jeff Teague.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Freak. 18 points and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
And the Hawks making a change here. Korver's checked in. He's looking for Teague and finds him. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific.
The Knicks leading by 16. And here's Freak. 20 points for him. And that one's good. Freak's got 22 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Now Schroeder, 5 points in the game. Plumlee with the screen. And it's Schroeder missing.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Anthony kicks to Freak. Here's Galloway. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Schroeder up top. He's covered by Morales. And slammed in by Plumlee.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. Number 1, the Knicks.
The last few weeks have shown these guys that being patient with your passing can earn you some easy looks and baskets. Excellent teamwork. The more you do it, the more you're rewarded, and it becomes contagious.
Nobody near Williams. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Porzingis.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And it's Schroeder missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, you'd have to consider this not one of their best performances.
And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The drive by Anthony. Morales. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game.
45.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. Now here's Schroeder. 9 points last game. Feeds it to Plumlee. Kicks it to Schroeder. Off target from outside. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. New York ahead, running away with this one. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Carmelo, some great numbers for you and great play on and off the basketball tonight. Is your strategy any different?
It's the same thing. Try to move without the ball, play without the ball, space the court.
All right, guys. Great first half. Home.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
How about a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just energizes your entire team.
He has impacted the game in a bunch of different ways. Really going to be hard to slow him down now. I tell you what, this has been fun to watch.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Hawks, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Gallinari in at the free throw. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Hawks have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
At the line for 2.
Free throw dropped for Al Horford. And New York making a change here. Smith has checked in. And Al Horford drops them both. New York's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. The second effort. Kick out to Aflalo. Fires the 3. That's good. Aflalo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
And Teague, here we go. Gallinari, the open look, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 5 assists tonight. New York's got 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Smith. And count it. 2 points and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Flalo against Korver. To the wing right side. Horford sets a screen for Teague. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Teague. He has 12 points and 5 assists. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
And yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out there.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Morales. Passes it to Carmelo. New York moving the ball around. Morales. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Korver with it. Now Anthony defending. Fires from 18. And it's Gallinari missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Outside Korver. Goes up to the stripe, and that one's good. Korver's got 6.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Morales the pass to Porzingis. To the right side. And a wide open look for Freak. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Freak's got 26.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
These are your Nick City dancers. Go on and give it up.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Gentlemen, I had a chance to find out what Nate McMillan was discussing with his players. He preached patient offense and encouraged his guys to use the shot clock. He wants his guys to be deliberate. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Smith on the wing. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by T. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Corbin. Gallinari's got 4 this quarter.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Anthony kicks to Freak. With the fadeaway. Atlanta with the rebound.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Over to the wing. Gallinari. The rebound by Morales. Freak's got his 6th rebound on the night. Anthony dishes to Aflalo. Shot's good. Aflalo's got 10.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
And stolen by Aflalo. And he lays it straight in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Picked by Horford. And here's Gallinari outside. And it's Gallinari again missing. Here's Aflalo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 14 points for him.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
And stolen by Freak. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight. Boy, they have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here. Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Aflalo. His last 10 games, he's averaging 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
That is good. And that's now 30 points for Freak.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And finished off by Horford.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Millsap with the steal. Pass to Gallinari. It's rebounded by New York.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets. And there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Robin Lopez is checked in for the Knicks. Schroeder kicks to Horford. And he jams it with authority.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Here's Schroeder. He's got 5. Millsap a screen. Off the screen. That's good on the jump shot. Schroeder's got 7.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
And now it's Cephalosha running. He can go all the way. Rejected by Morales. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Al Horford. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 2nd in free throw percentage, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you never see him get nervous when he steps to the line. Smooth as a baby's bottom and as cool as a nice fall night.
Derek Williams checked in for Smith.
66.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's the screen. Here's Schroeder. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for New York. That's good from Schroeder.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Williams gets the bucket.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Korver passes to Cephalosha. Back to Korver. Schroeder with the ball. He's got 10. Anthony with the block. But they get it back. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And let's take this chance to look at some of the perimeter players who aren't afraid to mix it up in the middle either. These are the top rebounding point guards in the league. Freak, number 1.
And, well, rebounding isn't something you really think too much about with point guards, but he places a lot of emphasis on doing whatever it takes to contribute, even on the boards.
Yeah, in addition to the work he does on the perimeter, he's more than willing to get his nose in there and get his hands dirty and getting after rebounds and loose balls. And I think that's why so many folks around the league can't say enough good things about him.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
And the Knicks making a change here. Galloway's checked in.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Knicks. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Atlanta, 2 spots down.
And I think for the Knicks, they look like a team on a mission. We knew coming into this season that they were going to be one of the teams to beat. They've done nothing to change anyone's mind about that.
That's for sure. I mean, expectations were high for these guys, and they've more than lived up to the hype.
New York's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Schroeder. The dish to Freak. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. And that's 36 points for Freak.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Schroeder kicks to Dedmon. Plumlee with a screen on Williams. Dedmon dishes to Cephalosha. Plumlee with the screen. Here's Jerebko. Puts up the baby hook. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Dishes it to Galloway. Anthony, the pass to Galloway. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. He kicks to McDaniels. 5 to shoot to the right side. And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Morales. Freak's got 39.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
And Plumlee kicks to Cephalosha. And pushing it up, here's New York. Oh!
easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. The Hawks shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Schroeder. No good from outside. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 7.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Knicks running away with it. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. A different look for New York. Freak comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Cannon in for Langston Galloway. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Morales, he's in at shooting guard. Robin Lopez out there with Williams. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Shot clock at 6. Williams a screen. Cannon kicks to Freak. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Freak's got 41.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Schroeder passes to Teague. Down low. Here's Horford. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Lopez. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Porzingis, he's checked in for New York. And he sinks the second. New York's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Rebound by the Hawks. Millsap's got his 4th rebound in this one. Schroeder kicks to Teague. He dishes it to Horford. Back to Teague. And it's blocked. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
There's the feed to Cannon. Williams a screen. This one for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Atlanta's shooting in this game 45%. Teague up top. Pass to Horford.
That's a wall.
And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And that's 11 points for Al Horford.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Freak dishes to McDaniels. Williams passes to Morales. It's stolen by Schroeder. The numbers in their favor. A floater. And rejection by McDaniel. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. So for the Hawks, Plumlee is checked in for Horford. Urebko comes in for Gallinari. And Thabo Cephalosha subbed in for Jeff Teague.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And that one's good. And here is Cephalosha. The pass to Porzingis. Here's Morales. Feeds to McDaniels. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded by Morales. Atlanta again missing.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see them exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's Schroeder. The three-pointer, no good.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Bank shot, no good.
He's been wayward. It's just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Freak kicks to Williams. Here's the screen. McDaniels passes to Cannon. He feeds it to Freak. 5 to shoot. And he gets the bucket. Freak's got 43 points.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Kicks it to Cannon. To the left wing. Here's Morales. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Freak. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Atlanta's shooting around 41% on the night. Shot to stop the run. McCallum misses.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Cephalosha kicks to McCallum. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Williams. Here's Callaway. And the three ball is good.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
Williams dishes to Freak. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, once again, you filled the box score up. Yet another triple-double. How many more are we going to see this year?
I really don't know if I'm going to get another one. I hope so, because I feel like it helps the team get a win. I know getting big numbers like this is impossible without my teammates, though. Got to give those dudes a shout-out.
Thank you for the time, Kevin. I guess we should hope the guys get the message.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.